Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now, take a look at this. Will the SEC civil appeal be dismissed? XRP community celebrates. Before we move further, there is a new crypto airdrop now taking place on Telegram, which is about to launch anytime soon. Please make sure you participate in this airdrop. The link is in the description of the video. Don't miss out on this. Now let's continue with our video. Throughout the ongoing legal struggle between Ripple and the SEC, social media has garnered substantial interest with new allegations appearing consistently. Some of the debates that have taken place recently have focused on the procedural issues of the case. Concerning the SEC civil appeal, the most important claims, it has been asserted that the Securities and Exchange Commission, is required to submit a Form D and pay a docketing fee within 14 days after the filing of their civil appeal by local rule. The appeal may be rejected if they do not comply with the requirements. Conversely, this circumstance has elicited an explanation from Mark Fagel, a former attorney for the SEC. The Securities and Exchange Commission submitted the required documentation, as he stated. It's filed. He penned. It has been filed. Note to XRP Twitter, perhaps you should take a break from your obsession with obscure filing details. The parties comply, and the appeal is not going anywhere. Do not anticipate a great deal of interest until the briefing and the argument, both of which are several months away, appealing the decision of the district court in a cross appeal. Additionally, Fagel disclosed that Ripple is engaging in a cross appeal of the district court's decision that Ripple's institutional sales of XRP did not constitute unregistered securities sales. This information was disclosed in addition to the procedural updates because it has the potential to have a big impact on the future of XRP and Ripple's operations. This part of the case continues to be extremely important. In contrast, the CC has already submitted its appeal, and Ripple has until November 5th to acknowledge that it has filed an appeal. For its lack of openness and its strong posture toward the cryptocurrency business, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, was attacked by CEO Brad Garlinghouse. On the other hand, Stuart Alderoty, chief legal officer at Ripple, made a comment indicating that the verdict of Judge Torres will either be upheld by the Second Circuit Court or expanded upon. It was said by him that the best case scenario for the SEC is a remand, which is an unlikely outcome. Ripple is almost certainly going to triumph in this appeal, according to the consensus. Ripple and XRP have been able to endure a great deal of adversity over the past few years. Ripple and the XRP community are currently facing several obstacles, in addition to the fact that the present administration of the United States has not taken a particularly supportive attitude toward cryptocurrencies. However, Ripple and its executives have not always been the best leaders for the XRP community. In many instances, they have intentionally agitated members of the community by the actions that they have taken. Ripple executives' actions against the community are being observed. As a result of the litigation that was filed against Ripple by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, XRP was held down for several years, which frustrated the entire community. Despite Ripple's many victories over the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and the company's best efforts to broaden the scope of the digital asset, the litigation continued to reduce the price of XRP. Chris Larsen, the executive chairman of Ripple, signed his endorsement for Kamala Harris, who had, served as vice president for most of the duration of the case. Less than a month after the final verdict was handed down in August, the community was treated as if they had been slapped in the face by this, but things did not end there. Not long after that, Larsen made a donation of $1 million to Harris's campaign. Following this, he made a further staggering donation of $10 million. In addition, he restated his support for her presidential ambition on X, noting that her government would be the driving force behind technology innovation in the United States, notwithstanding the protracted legal struggle between Ripple and the CC, which actively hampered innovation. Garlinghouse made an effort to be a voice of reason by declaring that the community ought to break away from party lines and expressing the necessity of moving on from the misguided war on cryptocurrencies that is being waged by the present administration. However, the community is still outraged because Harris did nothing to help the cryptocurrency market while she was serving as vice president of the same administration with which she is currently associated. Ripple's unsavory actions and the legal battle we are engaging in with the SEC, Ripple is still engaged in a legal battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC, which is adding to the dissatisfaction that exists among the XRP community. XRP started to gather pace around the end of September But the SEC filed an appeal against the final verdict at the beginning of October, which caused the price of the digital asset to fall back down. While Ripple's executives have repeatedly criticized the Securities and Exchange Commission for its activities, they have failed to criticize Harris, who is the second most powerful person in the government that the SEC is serving. Additionally, Ripple has a history of making decisions that have been met with opposition from the community. Ripple's occasional sell-offs of XRP have been a source of disagreement for a considerable amount of time. This is because these sell-offs are frequently seen as exerting downward pressure on the price of XRP. It is impossible to overstate the cumulative impact that these events have had on the price of XRP. Garlinghouse's comments, which appear to be tone deaf, have further exacerbated a situation that was already volatile. The price of XRP has decreased by 2.22 over the last 24 hours, and it is currently trading at 5,331 cents. Because XRP is currently engaged in a legal battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the chief executive officer of Ripple Labs, Brad Garlinghouse, has admitted that he regrets not communicating with regulations in the United States regarding cryptocurrency trading sooner. On October 24, while speaking with CNBC at DC FinTech Week, Ripple XPO Lab CEO Brad Garlinghouse discussed how he has made far more trips to DC in the past few years than he ever did in the past. Garlinghouse was referring to the numerous journeys he has taken to the District of Columbia. A significant portion of this can be attributed to the ongoing legal dispute between XRP and the SEC about the matter at hand. Garlinghouse expressed his regret that his team had not made the effort to engage with the authorities in the United States earlier and had instead completely avoided the subject. The more I think about it, the more I regret doing that. If we hadn't leaned in earlier, I believe that would have been a mistake. According to Garlinghouse, we are attempting to make up for lost time to a certain extent with our efforts. Because XRP tokens are considered to be unregistered securities, the Securities and Exchange Commission was successful in a lawsuit that was filed against Ripple Labs earlier this year. The lawsuit accused the technology company of coordinating unwarranted sales of XRP tokens worth $1.03 billion. In addition, the SEC asserted that initial coin offerings XRP investors to anticipate a specific level of return. Ripple is planning to submit its cross appeal to fight the verdict on institutional sales. Both parties are preparing themselves for a lengthy process that has the potential to alter the competitive environment of the cryptocurrency industry in the United States. When it comes to the acceptance of cryptocurrencies and the regulations that govern them, Garlinghouse continued by saying that he believed the United States is still trailing behind other countries. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and consulting with a knowledgeable professional.